The girlies taught me about Candida overgrowth, and now I'm having dangerous thoughts. The first symptom for Candida overgrowth is brain fog. That's strange because Candida is a fungus. So if it causes brain fog, that means it's up in your brain. It's controlling you. Some of your thoughts might not be your own. I'm not trying to scare you. This is cordyceps, another fungus. Fungus is intelligent, it is sentient. This cordyceps will grow out of the body of a little bug and then fruit, like this picture. But what some people don't also know is that it doesn't just grow in the body. Before the bug is even fully dead, it will go straight to the brain, and it knows how to press on the brain and move the legs and walk, and then this fungus is walking. this this is the level of intelligence, this is the level of life form that we're dealing with Candida and also with cordyceps. These are very insane funguses, right? Symptom two of Candida overgrowth is that you are going to crave carbs and sugars and other things like carbs that turn into sugar in the body. So that's strange because you're not craving that for any old reason. You're craving that because that is what Candida eats. That is what it lives on. That's what fuels it in its healthiest state. These things are essentially bad for you, good for it, right? So when you crave these things and you have Candida overgrowth, these thoughts literally are not your own. The Candida is literally in your head, growing on your scalp, being like, feed me. That's crazy. So, does something that goes straight to your brain, impairs your cognitive function, makes you crave the most unhealthy food that's not just unhealthy, it is the food of the billion-dollar corporations that specifically feed us. And we already know the food is bad and it does bad things for us. That's what this fungus eats. So if you have this fungus, you are locked in to contributing to that system. Because even when you want to stop, it's literally controlling your mind because it needs to eat to live. Now, if I was an evil controller of the universe, and mind you, Candida has only been recognized since 2009. And when they take a long time to recognize some shit like that, like Lyme disease, it's giving bioweapon, baby. It's giving, I did this to my people on purpose. I need them stupid and hungry. Now, stuff like oregano oil and all the stuff the girlies are recommending, this is good stuff. This is antifungal and it will kill the stuff off. But what a lot of people aren't realizing and what a lot of people aren't willing to do, and I say that lightly because this is like radical change that you would have to do. Diet. Your diet to kill this stuff off needs to be insanely clean for like a minimum of 8 weeks. And even then, if you had it super bad, you might not kill it off. Your average person can't, quit meat on Mondays. So their chances of actually killing this off and getting their cognitive function back is very low, even if they start taking all this stuff. Because they might even have a little breakthrough and kill it off. But if they're going to continue to eat the same way, it's coming right back. It might even come back stronger. You never know. Like, if you just take the medicine, but do not stop feeding the candida with your diet, you are just going to continue to have a literal brain controlling fungus in your head, growing on your scalp, in your tongue. Now, I'm a vegan and I need to get rid of candida, so I was looking into it. And I literally can't even eat a fucking Beyond Burger. Like, the diet change that I have to do to get rid of this is so radical that I understand that most people can't do it. But it also kind of informs you on how, like, it would be if it was, because this is for entertainment purposes only, of course. if it was a bioweapon against the people, it's a really good high performing one because when you know most people do not have the willpower to radically change their diet, when you know most people get their daily dopamine hits from food, it's an excellent way to attack the people because they'll never truly get rid of it. To get rid of this shit, have to essentially do vegetable juices and oh, only some vegetables. I can't eat potatoes. Carrots are off the table. Brown rice sometimes. I have to mostly switch to quinoa. I eat that Ezekiel sprouted bread. Can't have it. No wheat, no sugar, any carb that turns into sugar. No, and that's all carbs. The only like vegan meat sub that is Candida friendly, as in like it's not gonna feed it, is tempeh. And I've never really had this stuff before, so I'm pretty much stuck to like tempeh salads and quinoa bowls for a minimum of 8 weeks, and then I can slowly introduce stuff like chana masala. Because I was like, oh well, I'll eat some Indian food, and no, too much starch. So chana masala is something that like after I have radically killed it, I can start eating that sometimes, right? But because this is just a part of our environment now and it can spread, that means that if I ever full force go back to my same diet, I am probably going to end up in the same exact place because you can kill it once, but if you're eating that stuff again, it's just gonna come back. So, do you like the lifestyle change to be rid of this stuff for a lifetime is so massively radical. It's almost like a giant fuck you to people. So this is long, but check in for part two if you made it this long, just because I'm going to then go into a Chat GPT deep dive that I went on to give you a more I don't know, learned perspective of the bioweapon aspect and who this affects. Because I'll give you a little taste right now. Guess who's suffering the most? All the oppressed peoples.